Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live stream of the first quarter final of a 32-man competition ongoing here at Amigos Pool Arena in Kansanga. The players on table are two of the very finest in the country, both among the top 10 seeded players by the Pool Association of Uganda, Hazard Lokoma, taking on Ibrahim Sejemba. They are playing best of 11 race to 6 for a place in the semi-final and of course a place in the prize category. My name is Peter Chobe. I am coming back very shortly. Apologies for the little bit of delay in the tournament, in the start of this match. We are going to get set very quickly. It is Ibrahim Sejemba and Hazard Lokoma. In the meantime, I have changed gadgets, and I noticed that the gadget may affect a little bit the picture quality, but at least while it has a lower resolution of video, there is a guarantee that the images will not jump off at least. Hazard versus Ibra. The race is 8. The race is 6.
Hazard.
Good evening once again. If you've just joined the stream, apologies for the delay in key-off. Hazard simply was trying to make sure that he is absolutely ready for the start of the match, and he therefore requested for 5 minutes before coming to the table. Better late than ever. Here we go. It is the quarterfinals, the first quarterfinal of the day at Kasba at Amigos in Kansanga, where we are having a 32-man weekly competition between Hazard, Lukomaya, the guy who has won the leg and is opting to break. He is taking on Ibrahim Sejemba. They two are very good friends, but on the table, the first shot of the table, I believe that one is to break away the friendship, at least for the duration of the match. In the last few months, I can remember 2 victories by IBRA over Hazard. One was the final of the Pool Association of Uganda King of the Table Championship that was held not so far away from here. And yet the other was just a week later at Dice Lounge, where a 16-man competition was organized. And the 2 finalists were the players on table, and again it was IBRA who came out victorious. He has been on and off the table, not so active in terms of regular competition. For today he is back. In the meantime, he won a tournament on Friday, a similar tournament that was organized without a popular live stream, because I was streaming the National Open Pool Championship that was happening at the same time in the northern district of Lira. The most famous victory for Hazard, I remember, over IBRA was the Diplomat Billiards Cafe 32-man competition. It was double life, and in his first life, IBRA was beaten by Hazard. Thank you for watching. One Nope, Dennis Chirigwajo, Scout Ishak. Astra XCR says nice commentary. I appreciate your compliment. Kiza Emma responding about the result of Ian and Mansour's game. Yes, Ian has defeated Mansour for the 3rd time out of the last 4 attempts. Watching from Nairobi, Kenya is Higos Arab. He says thanks Peter for bringing this match upon us. Lama Richard says, how come Cheve didn't show Caesar's game? Apologies, I arrived late because I was traveling from the north of the country, where I was streaming yesterday's National Open Regional qualifiers. I hope you were watching. It's actually over 300 kilometers away from the venue. Midusitho says Hazard is beating IBRA. Thank you for your prediction. Let us see how well it will go. Moses Tumukonde says IBRA beats like electricity. Good one. One thing so special about IBRA is, despite his small body, when the positioning of the white ball is in a difficult spot compared to the ball he wants to pot or play, he normally finds a way to manipulate his body to ensure that it doesn't even affect his shot. He is nicknamed Money Made after being a fan of the legendary American boxer Floyd Mayweather, who is also called Money Made. Anyway, I personally nicknamed him the Little Magician because he's little and he produces magic on the table, and I appreciate the fact that that name is now gaining popularity. Hazard Leokoma is nicknamed, he changes nicknames every now and then. At first he was called Drink Water because he was fond of drinking a lot of water between shots. He also nicknamed himself at time Barbed Wire, as if to intimidate his opponents. But for now his leading nickname is The Truth, as if to mean that of all the players he is the real truth. Hazard is managed by the management of Dice Lounge, an entertainment and pool spot found in Munyonyo in Kampala, not so far away from here, while Ibrahim Sejemba's management is called the Money Made Team, named after Floyd Mayweather's management, which is also called the Money Made Team. The last time Hazard won a tournament was here around 3 to 4 weeks ago, one of the weekly competitions that organized, and then on the day he defeated, if I'm not mistaken, Ian Kaziwe in the final. While for IBRA, the last tournament he won was the one that was played latest, that is on Friday, not even yet 2 days ago. He defeated Ibrahim Kayanja in the final. Wilson Biaruhanga says, "You are saluting me for saying the Little Magician back. It's not my role that he is back. I don't have to take credit." Watching from Kenya is Riambe from Kila. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Both well Nyani, you are saying well played, Ibra. Maybe well played, maybe not, because the game as it stands, I'm now fancying Hazard to take the lead because he has many balls, the Reds. He can choose to pot, he can choose to snooker. He is in control of that game. Noboyang says, "What has been the most streamed game live since you started this, and how many people are watching?" Last week's final of the Blackpool Arena Open Tournament of 16 men, the final between Caesar and is the most live watched match in the history of Africa. The highest number of people that watched at one time were 3.1k, and no match has been watched as much as that one. Others include Caesar vs Jeremiah Green Idol, streamed by Sam's Pool TZ. Also notable is Caesar vs Aiden, the two legs of the money matches between the two in Kampala and Nairobi. Also Aiden vs IBRA, Aiden vs Victor Senyeza, the All Africa Black Ball Championships final. IBRA vs Caesar, yes, that was the final of the Mitiana Open. And some of the matches in the preliminary rounds of the Bleak Arena pool competition won by Caesar last week. Those are the most streamed matches in African pool history, streamed on pages like this one: William Soko, Francis Mokwekwe, Sam's Pool TZ, Mozi Fuze, amongst others. Mkilamuza General is asking if Caesar is still in the tournament, and the answer is no. Lennon Mohan, thank you for watching. Kilian Angus says it was 3.2k viewers. Thank you for the correction. Philomena Remy says you are no longer understanding Ibra's game reading. Critiquing Ibra as we see Hazard trying to pot one of his last raids. The white is not perfect, but potting is not a problem of this young man, Hazard, who came into the limelight around 2015 as a very young player who decided to invite all Ugandan top shooters to money matches. He won most of them and attracted the attention of the national team, which called him up for the 2016 All-Africa Black Ball Championships, which Uganda won on home soil. Since then, he has never looked back. And while for Ibra, he rose to prominence as a player with Capitolite Pool Club around the same time that Hazard came to the limelight. Since then, Ibra has as well never looked back. Of course, he has achieved a lot more than Hazard, both for himself as an individual, for the different club sides he has represented. Hazard has just missed, and yet, whether intentional or not, he leaves the white almost frozen to the cushion. Very difficult position for Ibra to play. Last week he showed us a glimpse of what he can do in terms of super cutting balls in a way that you can almost deem unimaginable. Will he try to do it for the second time in a space of 7 days? That day he cut even a more difficult ball. It was against Yoda Sembosi in the first round of the Bleak Arena Pool competition. He has another opportunity to show us whether or not he can do it again. Him against the yellow. He misses, he fouls, and knows what is coming up next. Of course, Hazard will play yellow for the free shot. The rest are easy pickings. It's about to become 1-0 for Hazard. Yes, it is. They are racing to 6 for a place in the semi-finals. One nil, ladies and gentlemen, and it is Hazard in the lead. They are racing to 6. Veteran player Steven Sentongo is back into the game, and he's into the round of last 8-2, and he's taking on Ivan K. We shall be getting updates from that one. The other quarter final is between Yoda Sembo Sidembaba, who is taking on Mark Mochiwi. We shall be getting updates from that one. You can probably see part of the table. You can watch the match in a peripheral view. 1-0 Hazard, 1 IBRA 0. Quarter-final number 1 racing to 6. To reach this level, IBRA defeated the only lady who was in the tournament, Rashida Motesi. If I'm not mistaken, it was 5-0 or 5-1. While Hazard eliminated Ibrahim Kayanja, the guy most of you know as Masiramu. That one was streamed live. It is IBRA trying to equalize. This is a game he can finish off. He's at his most dangerous when he breaks and pots, because he has mastered the art of sweeping off tables with one visit without giving an opponent a chance on the table. Many times play many turns on the table, it becomes hard for IBRA to win matches of the sort. He's brave enough to start with pocket ball first, and the bravery pays off, of course, with brilliance. He will need a bit of skill maybe to ensure that he does not lose his white ball as he puts that yellow ball in the corner pocket, extreme right of your screen. IBRA on the yellows, trying to go for it. As if he suspects that shot will be very difficult to execute. Yes, I agree, it's difficult, not that easy to pot and ensure you do not lose your white ball. I think it's accurate. It's accurate. It may have looked easy on your eye, but maybe that is the only spot where he could have left that white ball, and yet he played it so perfectly. One nil Hazard, 1 IBRA 0. Caesar is out, Mansur is out, Masiram out, Kasozi out, and one of these guys will be out too in the next few minutes. But in the meantime, IBRA is about to equalize, and yes, it is 1-1. It is now Hazard's turn to break. He's more than able of producing an apple of himself too. He breaks and puts reds and yellows. Of course, the reds are much better positioned. But what a break. What a break, ladies and gentlemen. There is no single bad red ball on the table. Whatever is planning, whatever is thinking, whatever he will do will only be successful if his visit of the table ends in victory of the frame. He starts with a rather difficult ball, but he ably closes the table. He's playing reds, but he has now made it difficult for himself with the choice of table closing shot, because one of the red balls is now packed right in front of a yellow ball, and in a normal shot there is no way Hazard can put it in that left corner background pocket. One of Dennis Chirigwaje, you are supporting Hazard. Congrats to you. Cybermok, thank you for watching. Wilson Biaruhanga says great for the little magician. Bush Kemi watching from Botswana, welcome to the stream. And all of you in our usual hundreds who normally watch when these talents of these boys are being exhibited on the table. One of is asking how old the little magician is. He's in his early 20s. If I'm not mistaken, it must be exactly 22. Hazard almost tried to do the magic to try and unlock the red ball to open up the game, but it did not come to pass. Instead, he did further blocking of the pocket by adding one more yellow ball, which can be potted in the same pocket. What would have been a seemingly very easy frame to clear by Hazard has been made difficult by himself. He has opened up at least marginally the red, but again not so open. The two players had a quality experience together for a year in the Zambia Pool League, and both returned to the country on the same day in December last year, around 2 weeks before Christmas, when their contracts with their respective clubs expired. It has now become a technical frame in the Zambian pool fraternity. They call it touch game, with the players coming to visit the table not to pot but simply to touch the balls. The tournament director of the Pool Association of Uganda, who also heads the technical committee, Ismail Kalibala, is at the venue watching.
Lukman.
Still 1-1. Very close contest. It is on the scoreboard, top left of your screen. IBRA's scores are the ones on the left and Hazard's on the right. For now they are still even anyway, but they want to be even at the end of this frame. Hazard will be playing his regional qualifiers of the National Open Pool Championship in exactly 2 weeks in the extreme western district of Rokonjiri, while IBRA got automatic qualification to the grand finale courtesy of his 4th place in the Pool Association of Uganda's player rankings. Had it pulled it off, it would have been an excellent shot from Hazard, who almost spotted red in the center and led the cue to open up the other red in the corner pocket. But while both balls are opened, so are 2 of IBRA's balls. But it's not a bad shot either for Hazard, because IBRA will have to work so hard to try and win this frame in his current visit of the table. IBRA. Extra STR, you say Hazard is almost excellent with that shot. I agree with you. Wonderful game, says Mobiana Teddy. Abel Kaninga watching from Kanungu, welcome to the stream. Liambia Shada says, say hi to ePlay and thank you for the live stream. I will on your behalf. What can IBRA do? The shot he has played suggests he has had the bravery to maybe think of playing a combination shot with potting both yellow and red in the same shot. He wants to open up this pocket, the pocket closest to your stream, which is occupied by Hazard's ball. IBRA to play the combination against Hazard, and it will be almost a game-winning shot, but it won't come easy. Accurate, very good shooting. The fans applaud. Very good shooting. The rest to players of this level, your guess is as good as mine. He played the big shot when he needed to play a big shot. And normally what happens is that when you play the big shot when you need it, the rest is easy. So it's now IBRA For a black, he will pot even when his eyes are closed, and just like that, he leads 2-1.
Steve-O. Steve-O. Sports.
Ivan Kafoleka is leading 4-3 against Steven Sentongo in the other quarterfinal. IBRA breaks, pots 3 yellows and no reds. A very tricky game it seems, but I think he'll try to play the reds even if he has spotted 3 yellows on the break. If you find the picture quality not the best you can get, kindly adjust your light, adjust the light of your gadget to the highest, to the maximum light, and you will be good to go. I've changed now. I'm using an iPad which has a lower picture resolution, but in lowering the resolution it provides dim light upon the image. I believe that if you increase your natural phone light, you will have the quality of the image that you will want to have. It is 2-1. It is IBRA in the lead. Maybe he's thinking about 2 shots ahead, and at one time he will need to pot to connect the 2 balls near the pocket closest to your screen, and use the white ball to open up for the red, which is blocked by 2 yellows. It won't come easy, but with players of this level it is very possible. Clint Domingo, thank you for watching. Jean-Pierre Scovere says the picture quality is good enough. Thank you for appreciating. Jeff Koech, you're watching from Kenya. You probably like Dog City, and you're asking who eliminated him. He's not yet eliminated, and he's going to play the last quarterfinal of the evening, and he will face, guess who? Ian. Khalid bin Muhammad, thank you for watching. And all close to 400 of you who are seeing off your weekend, your Sunday, by watching a competition of Ugandan pool. Good technical play from Hazard. The intention is to force IBRA to play away his ball such that Hazard gets an opportunity to play his left 2 yellows without obstruction from IBRA's ball, and IBRA plays trying to pot. The intention was either to pot or deny Hazard a good white, and in that direction I think he scores, because Hazard will not find it easy potting and getting good white for the next shot. Maybe he will try to play the 2 balls. You can see him looking at them, trying to see if he plays the first red, then the other red will be rolled down the pocket and probably pot. It is the best option that of a shot that he can play, but he needs to make sure that it is a perfect shot. Because if he opens up the game and doesn't pot, he opens up the game and pots. Very good shooting, very good shooting. Both the game plan, the idea he conceived and how he executed it. He didn't simply pot by the connection, he let the white ball to open up the game, and here he is, good to go. He's still contemplating whether to start with the center ball or the corner pocket ball. The center looks easier, but it's a bit risky, because if the white ball gets into contact with the reds, he may not have it accurate for his next shot, so he decides to go for the corner pocket first. Maybe to play the white ball around the red, off the cushion. He goes fancy. He pots, but a little more energy than he required in the movement of the white. So he will need another big shot, most likely. A super cut, a super slice of the yellow in the center pocket, with white bouncing off the extreme cushion and coming back into play to give him an opportunity to pot the black. And he misses. Robert. Oh, he pots. I'm sorry. There goes the 4th game and makes it 2-2. This game is as tight as you would hope that it would. Both of these guys are breaking real good today. I don't remember any of them having broken the frame and failing or missing to pot. Of course, the yellows are better positioned, much better positions. I fancy that Hazard will be going for the yellows. Lovely shooting this. These guys are not short of skill. There are games at times when maybe the winner will be determined by the quality of the break. At times it is as narrow, as thin as the break quality to determine who can win in a race to 6. Hazard making such difficult stuff look easy. This is textbook shooting. The last two shots, both the pot and the white ball management, have been on pinpoint accuracy from Hazard. It's a simple shot in which I would fancy he'll draw back the white off the cushion and most likely put the black in the center pocket, opposite where he's standing, as if he's listening to me. It moves a little further than he would have fancied, but he should be good to go. He can pot the ball directly. He can pot it off the red, if not a very accurate shot. The white ball did not rest as close to the black as he wanted, but he can still go for it. He also has the option to pot in the corner pocket, extreme right of your screen. Corner pocket or center pocket, either way he can make it. He goes for the center and pots. It is an apple, ladies and gentlemen. Hazard leads for the second time in the match, and it is 3-2. They are racing to 6. IBRA on the break, and this time does not pot. And yet he opens up the game so well poised for Hazard. Hazard goes with the Reds. Six of them positioned perfectly, one of them not so much. He'll be playing well, having his mind on that red ball that is so close to the yellow ball, near the pocket where the black is parked, but it can also be potted in the pocket where black is parking. And this is the shot which brings the white closer for him to pot that ball. The officials were on the watch for a possible foul, which Hazard did not let them. In order for him to ensure he did not foul, he tried to pot the red off the black. In effect, the black is displaced and it is no longer in a convenient position for him to pot. He will have to play another equally good shot to open it up. As he plays, the mind will be on the black. One of the two coming shots will be intended at opening up the black. Of course, the pot won't be difficult for a guy of this ability. He has so far won 2 games with 1 visit. He is trying to make it 3. This is very good shooting. He has got a very good cut on the red. If he draws the white backwards a little, then he will be able to open up the black, and as long as he doesn't snooker himself, he will be good to go. 3 things needed: 1, to pot, that one won't be a problem; 2, to open up the black; and 3, to avoid being self-snookered. If he ticks all those boxes, he will be good to go. If he fails on any one of them, IBRA will be back in the frame. For now, it is a shot which could take the match to 4-3. As if he was listening to me. This is excellent shooting. It has been a display of high quality pull from Lokomo Hazard in just this one frame, and just like that, he makes it 4-2. It is 4-2 with Lukoma Hazard in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are enjoying the stream. This is top quality stuff that these guys are treating us to. 3 of the games that Hazard has won have been single visit clearances. That means for IBRA to win the 2 games he has won, he has had to be flawless in himself. It is a top quality match, this one so far. More than living to its already high expectations, these guys are really delivering, both of them. Hazard to break again. He pots. Both reds and yellows are potted. The reds are clearly very well positioned. Only one red ball looking tricky. That red ball, which is close to the yellow, near that corner pocket where he's standing right now, and he, like we have seen in the previous game, has got the ability to open it up. Maybe that is the white ball which could put red in the center to open up the only red ball, which is not a good ball. He's in high moods, Hazards. Lost the first frame of the match. He won the first, lost the second, and has since then won 3 out of 4. He leads 4-2. They are racing to 6. He needs 2. The opponent needs 4. Perfect. This is a top class pool, ladies and gentlemen. Tag a friend, call a friend to call a friend to come and watch this action. If you do not watch it, if you've not watched it live, kindly ask someone who loves the sport as much as you do to watch this performance, especially from Hazard, at least so far. Smith Ainemukama says thank you for the commentary. We are watching from Chiboga. Welcome to the stream. Chims Kapiola Chunga, you normally watch from Zambia. Abel Kaninga says IBRA should blame himself for the loss. I don't fully agree with you. Hazard has just been too clinical. In case he wins Hazard, he will have won very convincingly by himself. Look at this. Not so accurate. He needs to avoid an unforced error at this stage of the match. You're waiting for Dog City versus Ian John Morima. Fazil Jingo says IBRA will take this one. Let's wait and see. Hazard starts with the corner pocket ball, changes his mind. It seems he has made up his mind once and for all to start with the corner pocket ball to get white for center. He does get the white for the center ball. Maybe even the corner pocket extreme left of your screen. Potting should not be a problem. I think he's contemplating to play the shot which gives him good white for the black. Maybe he's thinking of the corner pocket. If it is going for the center by the look of things. But he'll need a very big shot if he's to get white while putting the ball in the center. What can Hazard do? I think he wanted the white ball to come off the cushion to move across the middle of the table such that he can put black in the center, but its contact with the yellow has now made the game a whole different one. In the meantime, the game between Ian and Dog City has also started, and Ian is 1-0 down. Still 4-2 after Hazard not capitalizing with what was an opportunity to break and finish. IBRA in with a chance to pounce, and in this sport, players of this level at times results depend on the mistakes of the opponent. IBRA is not deciding to play defensive pool today. Even when the game looks a little tricky, even a game like this one, he's deciding to play offense. This time he goes defensive. Hazard will come out of the angle. He's playing off 2 or 3 cushions, as if he wants to play off 3 cushions to try and put the black ball in the center. If he pulls this one off, maybe it will be one of the shots of the month. It is possible, but very, very unlikely that you can even think that someone can perfect it. He was playing white off 3 cushions to try and put the brown 2-3. Nice try, but not nice enough to win the frame. It is now IBRA's to lose, to try and pull one back and make it 4-3. He's in position to put at least one ball. The one nearest to your screen. And he snookers again. (4-2) Hazard up. He had an opportunity to make it 5-2 and yet did not utilize it so effectively. It's now the hunter being hunted. Dog City playing off 2 cautions, try and hit the black. I think he will use too much energy with the hope that he can hit it and it pots somewhere. He will need perfection and luck. He's trying to play defense. IBRA 2 is definitely looking to play defense. Maybe it is a direct strategy of IBRA to try and slow down Hazard, who has been shooting so fast and so well. And Hazard is equal to the task. Just that the way the balls look to be positioned, maybe IBRA is also in pole position to produce a very similar shot, play off the cushion and snooker. It's one of those times when even defensive pool becomes entertaining. On table 2, Dog City now leads 2-0 against Ian. Hazard, by his body language, is trying to play off 2 cushions and redo a snooker. The angles are accurate. The snooker is not, but it's not a bad shot because now it is not easy for IBRA to snooker again. Yes, it was not easy to snooker. It was very difficult. By IBRA's body language, he is hurt by the miss, by the failure to achieve what he intended. Not as if it is an obvious spot, it has some level of difficulty in the center pocket, in a direct shot, or in a double in the corresponding center pocket. Hazard versus the black to try and make it 5-2. He misses. Foul by IBRA, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow, every time the games become too technical, when Ibra is playing, players have a tendency to outthink him. That is why maybe his strategy most of the time is to pot on the break and try to go for the game without giving the opponents a lot of opportunity on the table. 5-2, Hazard in the lead. This match is now starting to drift away from Ibra. Testimony to that is his pot of the white ball on the break after opening up the yellows this well. Every time his break is not on, it is easy to predict that he would most likely not win that very much. Hazard to close the table on the yellows. He does. He will try to attempt to do something he failed in the previous frame, although he was able to regain it. In the meantime, the winner of this match will face Sembo Siyuda Dembaba in the semi-finals, while Ian Kaziwe or Dog City will face most likely Ivan Kafuleka. If you remember the guy who defeated Ibra twice in a double elimination tournament, actually at this same venue. You remember those penalties if you have been following the Ugandan pool anyway for quite a while. Hazard on the yellow. Good shooting. Good enough for the center pocket red. Potting it should not be a problem. By that shot, I think all on his mind is to make the kill and make it now. Hazard on the red, probably. He pots. White ball not good at all. Very difficult shot to play. But this guy almost spotted it. Almost, he came so close. And yet it looks like a blessing in disguise, because spotting that yellow would have meant that he would have snookered himself. He ends up playing a very commendable shot, because he has set his ball and has made it so difficult for IBRA to pot. Or even snooker. Maybe IBRA will go for the double. That is good technical play from IBRA. In the most unexpected circumstances, he pulls off a snooker. Look at Hazard's body language. Shakes his head in appreciation of the shot. A good shot does not necessarily have to be an offensive shot. This time we have seen brilliance even in defense. Trying to play off the angle. And misses. It's a foul, and it seems IBRA's very big tactical shot is about to pay off. If Hazard misses on this angle, he somehow got it. In as much as he did not foul, it seems IBRA has had enough of this and maybe wants to go for it by the fact that he has opened up the two reds, but he also has the opportunity to play snooker again. I think he's going for it. It will not come easy at all. Joram Nabasa says Hazard is playing good today. Hazard, by the way, is Joram's former teammate at CKI Pro Club. Dog City now leads 3-0 against Ian.